Ba 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 ba. You're all there, right? Right. I see everything. I see everything. Back to game. That's going excellent. Live chat. The everything's being picked up. Good morning. Hello. Welcome. It is the morning, Sunday morning, January 25th, 2026. Yesterday morning, ICE goons in occupied Minneapolis executed a man on the street. Like, execution. They executed the man on the street. They saw a dude with a phone, a camera. They went up to him. They pushed him down on the ground. They pepper sprayed him so he was blind. They pushed him on the ground. They took away his gun, and then they executed him. It sounds kind of like hyperbole, like I'm kind of making it up. That's why you got to look at the video. That's why you got to watch the video. Where's the video, buddy? So, yeah, here's one. By the way, trigger warning, right? Because, like, this is all pretty hardcore shit. I mean, you're gonna watch a man get executed in the street, so trigger warning. Why can't I move? There it goes. Now I'm moving it. Okay, let's go here. So right here, right at the beginning, right over here. Let's see. Right at the beginning, you see the man, Alex Prati. I think that's how they say his name, Prati. Alex Prati. He's just standing there, and he's got a cop like coming up to him. So the cops, the ICE agents approached him. He didn't approach them, they approached him. Alright. And then another ICE agent is now moving up to what? What are they trying to do? Intimidate him? What's he doing? He's standing across the street filming them. And so they're going, so the ICE agents are leaving their car and crossing the street to confront Alex, who was filming them with their phone.
Yeah, unroll your windows.
What are they saying?
No,
what's happening? What's happening? Now you see the ICE agent push him back, right? Starts pushing him back. He's got no fucking gun. He's got nothing but a phone in his hand. So you can ask, hey, where is the video from his phone? Where is it? ICE is documented. They're known to steal people's phones and then sell them. Who knows, right? The government is covering up the murder, the evidence. They steal the evidence and cover it up. They did the same thing with Renee Good. The feds stole all the evidence and then started to open an investigation into Renee Good's wife. Not the guy who killed her, but into her wife. They're going to go after the victim. Because they're fucking Nazis! Jesus, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, my cousin called me, or tried to text me the other day, and I can't even talk to him because I'm so angry. Like, he's a full-on fucking MAGA. I can't handle him. Like, maybe I can explain it to him if I go real slow on text. Like, I might try that later on, because I can't, like... But yeah, he's a MAGA, and I'm like, I kind of want to cut off everything with him. But anyways, so here we're looking at this. We're looking at this. The MAGA fucking forces, because that's what they are. They're MAGA forces. The MAGA forces are cross the street in order to confront a guy filming them.
Let's go around.
Look how far back they pushed that one guy. Everyone else is standing there, but they pushed that one guy all the way back. So this is to show you that Alex Petit did not go up into their fucking faces. He didn't cross the street to get to obstruct their investigation. He was on the other side of the road, and 2 ICE agents crossed the street to fucking confront him.
Fuck off!
So that's one video, right? That's just one. That doesn't come to the actual shooting part. Then we get to another video. Wait. No, not that one. Well, I don't know where it is. Anyways, I have like what happens right afterwards. Okay, so you can see him, right? You saw him for a moment. That's him right there. That's Alex Petit. He's on the other side of the street. He is not interfering with the investigation. Look at these 2 other people. They're way closer, right? And they're not getting fucked with. Look at that. Look at these 2 people. Way closer than Alex. These 2 people are way closer than Alex. Why did they fucking target Alex? Okay, there's Alex. He's directing the traffic around the ICE vehicles who stopped in the middle of the fucking road. So ICE is creating a blockade in the road, and Alex, Good Samaritan Alex, is out here fucking recording what the ICE is doing, and then directing traffic to make sure it doesn't fucking kill anybody.
Go!
So I don't know. It looks like the agents were attacking those people that were a lot closer. So Alex sees the attack and comes in to film it. Now, he doesn't even come in. He just repositions back to where he was.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, now that's the ICE agents. He's protecting this woman right here, and he's gonna protect it. So that's what Alex is doing, right? And these 2 women are getting accosted by the ICE agents. Look back there. 2 more ICE agents are coming. Look what this fucking ICE agent just did. He just shoved that woman, right? So Alex is trying to protect these 2 people, and the ICE agent is going fucking aggro. Because they're MAGA, right? They're MAGA pieces of shit. They're fucking Nazis. MAGA means American Nazis. So these American Nazis, these MAGA, are fucking just going out on the streets causing shit. Just to cause shit. Now, after this fucking aggro agent piece of shit guy shoved this person to the ground, now he's pepper spraying Alex. So Alex is fucking blind, right? Because he's got pepper spray on his face. Look at that shit. He can't see shit, right? Now he's being shoved to the ground along with the other woman. So, and more ICE agents start showing up, more ICE thugs. Right? We're all watching the video, right? We're all watching the video. Alright, now they yank him. He was shoved on the ground. Now they're fucking yanking him, right? Now they're yanking him. Now they're pushing him to the ground. Right? Now they're pushing him down. He's not doing anything, right? He's blind. He can't see shit because they just pepper sprayed him. So he's blind. Fucking his eyes are burning. And he's getting shoved to the frozen ground by a bunch of dudes. He can't see shit, right?
Honestly.
So now he's on his hands and knees. You see this guy right here? That guy right there? He is gonna reach in and grab Alex's firearm because Alex has a gun on him, right? It was holstered. It was put away. He never touched it. And this agent right here is gonna reach in and grab Alex's gun and run away. At the same time, you see this guy right here? That guy is the aggro guy. He's the one who first started all this shit. He is taking out a tear gas canister and he's pulling a pin. What the fuck? Why are you deploying tear gas? What the fuck, dude? You guys cross the street, cause a fight, and then start deploying tear gas? What the fuck? So this guy, aggro dude, who instigated the whole thing, is now deploying tear gas. But then halfway through, he just changes his mind. You see, this gray coat guy who's reaching in to take the gun away out of the holster of Alex Petit. Now, green guy with the gas canister who was gonna throw tear gas changes his mind and decides, hey, I want to fucking kill someone. So he's got the tear gas canister. He's looking in there. The gray guy is trying to find the gun and get the gun. He got the gun, right? The gray guy got the gun and pulled it out. When the gray guy got the gun and pulled it out of the holster and ran away, now green guy saw a gun. So he's gonna pull out his gun and start shooting. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get that all wrong? Let me see.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Who's the shooter? He pepper sprays. Is the pepper spray guy the shooter? No.
The fuck, people!
Right, it's hard to see what's going on.
Honestly!
Yeah. The tear gas guy in the green has the tear gas canister in his hand and decides to drop it and pull out his gun. And then he starts shooting him. Okay, so on Reddit there was a stabilized part of that. So we can watch it stabilized. Okay, so this is at the part where he's on the ground. You can see him. Here, let's make this bigger, right? You can see him on the ground. Here, let me make this smaller so you can see the timestamp too, right? All right. Okay, now at this point of the encounter, they had pepper sprayed him, and right now you can see him right now. There's his leg, and he is hunched over with his hands over here. He is hunched over. He can't do shit because all these guys are on top of him, right? The guy right here, the guy in gray back here, is reaching for his gun, is reaching to take out his gun. And then this guy, you see, now he grabs, once this guy grabs the gun and pulls it out, now this guy is reaching for his pistol. Now that Alex has been disarmed, now that they've taken his gun away, this man is going to execute him. So here, he's got the gun. He pulls out the gun, right? That's when he pulls out the gun. He points to the gun. Fire one, shot one, right? That was the first shot. Now these cops right here who are struggling with him are going to start moving away. And he's going to pause for a moment while they move away. See, they're getting out of the way, and he repositions. So he fired one shot already. These cops are freaking out because they heard the gunshot, and they're running away. This guy back here, he's got the gun. He's got Alex's gun, and he's running away. So Alex is on the ground, on his hands and knees, with these two guys holding him down, and this guy's executing him. So now he's here. That's his back, and at his back is the gun, and that's the ice goon about to execute him. So that's another shot, second shot. So let's watch the whole thing without pauses. Reaches for his gun. He's on the ground. The guy back here steals the gun and runs away. So here's another angle. Here's another angle from across the street. There's the gray guy. There's Alex, right? There's the gray guy. There's Alex on his hands and knees. The gray guy reaches in, grabs the gun, and runs away. In his hand, he's got the gun. You see? Did you see it? The gun's gonna come out. Right there. You see the gun in his hand? He reaches in there. He pulls out Alex's gun. Now he's got the gun. He's got the gun now. You see? So and then he runs away. And as he's running away, the guy in the green coat executes him. So he's on his hands and knees. He doesn't have the firearm. He doesn't have the gun. And the guy in the gray coat takes the gun and runs away. The guy in the green coat executes him. Executes Alex. There's the gun. There's the gun. And he's running away with it.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Look at this guy right over here. He's fucking bashing him in the head with his tear gas canister. What the fuck, dude? All the guy was doing was filming across the street, and these fucking gang members show up and start attacking him. Gang members, they're government agents. They're fucking government agents. They're thugs. They're Nazis, dude. They're fucking Nazis. They're MAGA. What the fuck did you think MAGA was? MAGA's American Nazis. They're American Nazis.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
So that guy right there has the gun. He has Alex's gun and he's running away with it. So Alex was disarmed when they murdered him. Here, like watch it again, right?
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
There's the guy in the where's the guy in the gray coat? Right there, gray coat guy. He's the guy who steals the gun, Alex's gun. See him reach in there to steal Alex's gun? And right after he steals the gun, they murder him. He's got the gun. He runs away.
Oh shit! What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Not again! Are you fucking kidding me? That guy's dead. Yo, we need people on site.
Oh, we did this one already. Yeah. And then so you're looking at this, right?
Too much, man.
You're looking at this. You see the lady in the pink coat back there? That lady in the pink coat? That's the other video camera. So she's filming, right? So let's look at her perspective. Her perspective is right here. This is her perspective. Those other dudes are hanging out in the coffee shop across the street. Like back here. So you'll see the ice goons have blocked off the fucking road, and Alex, the Good Samaritan, is guiding traffic around the ice stop.
Go.
See, there's no reason, dude. He never confronted them. He never went up to them. He never went up to them. He never went up to them.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
They went up to him to fucking murder him. They went up to him to murder him. He fucking shoved that woman out of the way, and then when Alex protested, saying, "Hey, what are you doing?" shoving her out of the way, he got pepper sprayed, and then they murdered him. Like, I'm trying to fucking sink this in because the government will lie about it. The government already lied about it. The government, Kristi Noem already went on the TV and said that Alex was carrying a gun, was like wielding a gun and threatening the officers, which we all saw was bullshit, right? It's total bullshit. They fucking lied. But they also lied about Renee Good, too. That's why they stole all the evidence, so that there could be no investigation to disprove them. Because the Trump fucking team are a bunch of Nazis, dude. I don't know how else to tell you. People who support the Trump people are Nazis too. So that means there's a lot of fucking Americans who are Nazis. I mean, I saw them, right? I went out on a protest Saturday at noon out here in Salem. And yeah, a lot of honking, a lot of support to abolish ICE. But, you know, there was quite a few white dudes giving me the finger, saying that they want to murder Americans. So, like, yeah, dude, there's a lot of fucking evil Americans here. We got shitty people in this country. Like, the worst of the worst live in this country. The white supremacists. I mean, they're Nazis. They're Confederates. I don't know how. They're MAGA. How else you want to call it? They're slavers. They engage in fucking human trafficking. Slavery. That's what they support. So I'm just fucking angry. I'm pissed off, but I've been angry for fucking years. So it doesn't, it's like my baseline, you know? No. Here, I need to do something in Minecraft. Let me go mining, right? My idea is to make a train line, but I need a lot of cobblestone for that. Let's just go mining for cobblestone. So yeah, like pretty scary, huh? Like I never thought we would ever get to this point where we would be fighting literal fascists here in the United States. I mean, the fighting part hasn't happened yet. Like, it's a Cold War so far. Because, yeah, the regime is trying to elicit a violent reaction from the people. They want to redo 2020. Remember 2020? When they murdered George Floyd and everyone fucking like started protesting, a bunch of white supremacists saw that moment and decided, hey, this is the time we're going to start a race war. So one white supremacist went downtown and lit the fucking precinct on fire, the police precinct, and burned down the precinct. And they caught him later on, and they would you know, imprison him. But at that point it didn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter because the fascists say, oh, look at the black people, look what they did. They set on fire the police precinct, even though it was a white supremacist who did it. Then over in Oakland, three Boogaloo boys. Boogaloo boys are the Boogaloo 2 is like slang for Civil War II. Boogaloo boys want a civil war. They want to do a race war. So they're going to try to do things to instigate a race war. When they saw the civil unrest happening, they tried to instigate a race war. That's why they set the police precinct on fire. They also murdered a fucking police officer in Oakland. The Boogaloo boys did. Not the Black Lives Matter people. The right-wingers did. Because they're trying to spark a race war. And they were trying to blame black people for the crimes they were doing. For that the white supremacists were doing to start a race war. Like it's ridiculous. That's why now when you're on the internet and whenever Nazis and white supremacists talk about the 2020 George Floyd protests, they always like insinuate that it was violent and that they burned down all the cities, which is bullshit. And that never happened. That never happened. There was a lot of police riots for sure, but the people didn't fucking riot. That was the police. But yeah. So the Nazis want to redo 2020. They're like, oh, we learned our lesson from 2020, and we want to like make sure that we violently repress you. But Minnesota is not giving them what they want. Minnesota is refusing to be fucking violent. They're still resisting. They're still documenting and refusing to back down, but they're not giving the regime what the regime wants, which is an excuse to go all out with their violence. But like, it's becoming increasingly obvious that the regime is illegitimate. When they're just fucking murdering people in the street for no reason, it's pretty fucking clear that that regime has no legitimacy. It has no power. Because the power derives from the consent of the people, of the governed. Like, the people have to agree to be governed. They have to agree to give their power over to this government, and that the government will act in their best interests. That's the agreement. If the government no longer acts in the best interests of the people can revoke their consent to be governed. And now you're fucked. Now you're no longer a illegitimate government, you're an occupying regime. An occupying regime. And you'll be treated as such. Yeah, dude, like, what we have going here is pretty fucking amazing. The United States, a country that's based on ideology of personal freedom, liberty, and justice, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking amazing. It's no wonder that billionaire oligarchs would want to destroy that. It's no wonder, because it stands against everything they're about. Billionaire oligarchs are all about the concentration of wealth and power. Democracy is all about spreading the wealth and power. The two are incompatible. They've always been incompatible. They were incompatible in the 1920s, when the last time we had this ridiculous amount of wealth inequality. And the system fucking collapsed because of the inequality. That's what's going to happen to our system. It's going to collapse. It's gotten too crazy. I mean, yeah, it's descending into fascism. Donald Trump has, like, joined Team Russia to attack all the world's democracies, including the Americans' democracy. And he has rabid support from the white supremacists. And what's funny is that the white supremacists aren't even all white. There's quite a few white supremacists who are fucking a minority. Case in point, Kash Patel. That guy's the director of the FBI. He's like the lead guy in the ethnic cleansing of Minnesota, and he's a fucking minority. All the white people in the Trump administration hate him. They fucking hate him. He will never ever ever be one of them, but he's gonna try anyways because he's fucking stupid. He'll betray all the humans for a chance to be white like them. So, but understand what's going on is not a fucking immigration action. The government will lie and say, oh, this is all about immigration. That's why we're sending ICE, because it's about immigration. But that's false. That's fucking a lie. Because number one, they're not going after illegal immigrants. They're going after anybody who's fucking brown. Anybody who's got who isn't fucking pearly white. They're gonna go after them. They don't care if you're a citizen. They don't care because they get paid a bounty. They don't get paid a bounty based on how many illegal immigrants they bring in. They get paid on a bounty on how many people they bring in. They don't fucking care about your status. If you're not white, they're gonna grab you. So that's what's been going on in Minnesota. And again, it's not an immigration action, because just this fucking morning, Pam Bondi, Attorney General of the United States, came out and said, Minnesota, if you give the Trump regime your voter rolls, then I will call off ICE and have them leave Minnesota. Well, wait a minute. Why would you fucking leave Minnesota if what you're doing is an immigration enforcement action? That tells me that this has nothing to do with immigration enforcement action. What you're doing is you're fucking coercing and extorting the voter rolls out of Minnesota, saying, Minnesota, I'm gonna keep fucking with you and invading you and killing your people until you give me the voter rolls so I can fuck with your election. Because Donald Trump is a Nazi, and he's never gonna fucking leave. He's never gonna leave willingly. He will never leave willingly. It's gonna be another fucking January 6th in a different form. Like, he can't do January 6th again because that trick is already played out. They're ready for it. But he's gonna try to find other ways of fucking with the election. Like, he might have it so that the Republicans just don't accept the ballots. They'll say, we're just not gonna seat your dudes. And that starts a constitutional crisis, and Donald Trump won't leave power. I mean, I'm hoping the guy fucking strokes out before we get to that point. Like, he's looking bad as it is. He's looking like shit. But like, he's got the best medicine in the fucking world. So, like, I don't know how lucky we'll be about him fucking dying in office. But yeah, like, this is some serious shit. They're fucking murdering us in the street for no reason. And then they lie about it. Yeah, man, it's no fucking wonder that the billionaires and the white supremacists would want to destroy the United States. I mean, what a fucking great idea to build a country based not on your individual identity, but on your status as a human being. You're a human being. You get human rights, just like all the other humans. Like, you have freedom. You can express that freedom in any way you choose because you're free. Like, that's fucking awesome. No wonder the white supremacists hate it. No wonder the white supremacists want to destroy our country. It's everything that they are not. And they will never be. They can never be. It goes against their fucking ideology. Their fucking brain dead, Bronze Age fucking consciousness. They never advanced. Thousands and thousands of years of human history, and they haven't fucking advanced. They still have the same stupid consciousness. Yeah, time for energy works differently than it does for us here right now. Us here right now, we experience time in terms of space-time. Like, it's a combination. We don't experience them together, right? I mean, we do, but only in various proportions. Like, that's why they call it space-time. Because it's not one or the other, it's both. Because, like, right now, we're all moving. Everybody's moving. Everything's moving. But we're moving, but there's two directions we're moving in. Like, two planes. One is the space plane, and the other is the time plane, right? Space plane, time plane. Let me do it like this. What am I doing? The hand gestures. What the fuck? You're in Minecraft, dude. Ah! Make something. Ah! But for real, all objects in the universe that have mass, all objects in the universe that have mass, are all moving at probably at the speed of light. I think we're all moving at the speed of light. But that speed is divided into two different planes. You have like space and you don't do it here, man. What are you doing? Go somewhere else and do it. You know, here, I am gonna go down there in my basement. That's probably the best place. Okay, we have momentum in two different places, space and time. I need signs. So this is the timeline, time, and this axis is the space. So imagine, okay, so you and all objects, humans included, are moving, and we divide our movement, our momentum between space and time. So if we put all of our speed into the space area, right? We put everything into space and zero momentum into time. What you would see is everything would be frozen. Because there's no time, right? If there's no time, nothing changes. If nothing changes, everything is literally frozen. You have a snapshot. All right. Like everything's frozen, and you can't like, yeah, anyways. All right, on the opposite axis, let's pretend we put all our speed into time and zero speed into space. What does that look like? I don't know, right? I would think that's like a photon. A photon. No. Photons move at the speed of light, but they have no mass. If it was all time and no space, that would be eternity, and it'd just be like a void. It'd be nothing. I don't know. I don't know what it'd be. I don't know. I can't think of that. All I know is that for a photon, right? A photon. What's a photon? A photon is a packet of energy, a particle of light, right? So light is weird. It acts as a wave and a particle at the same time. Anyways, so imagine a photon, a beam, a particle of light is emitted from the fucking star on the other side of the universe. A photon is emitted from a star, and now light can only travel at a certain speed through the vacuum. Like, it's not infinitely fast. Light can only go, I think, 100 million miles a second or something like that. I forget exactly the formula. But it's not infinite. It's not infinite speed. It takes time for light to travel through space. It takes time. However, from the perspective, and then that photon will travel millions and millions and millions of years. Billions of years. That photon will travel through the void of space until it hits our eyeball. The retina of our eyeball, and when it hits the retina of our eyeball, then our eyeball registers light, and our brain sees light, and we see the spark of light in the sky shining. So it took that photon billions of years to reach our eyeball. However, from the perspective of the photon, because the photon is pure energy, there's no mass. It's pure energy, traveling at the speed of light, traveling at the maximum speed, the speed of light, a photon. From the perspective of that, from our perspective, it took billions of years for that light to reach us. From the perspective of the photon, it was instantaneous. The moment that photon left the star on the other side of the galaxy, the moment that photon left, it arrived at our eyeball. That intervening billions and billions of years didn't exist for the photon. Which shows you that energy that doesn't have mass experiences time differently than mass. If you think about it, human consciousness is actually energy. It's just energy. Think about what is your consciousness? What is your awareness? Your awareness is like centered within your body, right? So your body is kind of like the necessary antenna you need, the necessary hardware you need in order to host consciousness. But what is consciousness, right? When you go to, like, if you hit someone on the head hard enough and they die, what does that even mean? It means all the electrical activity in their body ceases. Well, what is electrical activity? Fucking energy. It's energy. It's energy patterns fucking moving throughout your whole body at a constant rate all the time. Your brain is a collection of energy patterns crammed together. Crazy patterns of electricity pulsating and bringing about this experience of consciousness. Right. So when I say that MAGA have a consciousness of people in the Bronze Age, they really do. They really do. The patterns in their brain haven't advanced to the current age. They still think in terms of binary. They still think in terms of master-slave. They still think in terms of black and white. That's why fascism is a step backwards. It's a regression. It's never a progression. It's always a regression. We're moving to greater and greater patterns of cooperation. Because that's what brings complexity. That's what brings about innovation and anything is our cooperation with one another. Increasingly complex and powerful patterns of cooperation. Fascism hates that shit. Fascism needs you to be atomized, individualized, and crushed, and put into a clockwork universe where they put themselves at the top. So yeah, this is a lot bigger and a lot more important than just like rah, like, ooh, should we raise taxes or not? No, this is like existential. This is existential crisis. So, like I said, right, this thing is an existential crisis, and it's such a big conflict that it's happening on multiple planes of existence. Like, if you play D&D, then Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, you kind of have the idea of what is a plane of existence, kinda. Oh shit, don't make me where'd you come from, zombie? Holy shit, he almost knocked me off. Where'd he come from? I almost fell down, dude. Up there? Did he like fall down to come get me? He's like, oh no! Ah! He's like, I hate you. I don't care what it takes to destroy you. I might as well like clear this out real quick. See, yeah, this is a dangerous place. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Ah, how funny! Yeah, it was like a little trap. I didn't even know this was up here. there we go. That's it. Just not very big, but big enough to make monsters to come kill me. How funny. How funny. Nice try, zombie. Like a ninja zombie, dude. For real. So yeah, because this battle is so big and it's happening on multiple planes of existence, you can join this battle in multiple ways. Because a lot of times going to a plane of existence isn't a physical thing. It's not something. It's not like not every component is physical. A lot of times the components for entering into a plane of existence is entirely energy based. Like I want to spread the message of good information and dispel disinformation. Right? You don't have to physically go anywhere. All you do is you use your computer and get to work. And congratulations, you've joined the resistance. Multiple ways of resisting. You don't have to physically be on the fucking front lines getting tear gassed. You can run as support. You can run as logistics. You can run as a medic. You can run as comms. You can run as IT. There's all sorts of shit you can do to resist. But it's gonna fucking get crazy here, guys. So just be ready to commit. Because we're moving to a hotter part of the conflict. They're starting to kill us. And the government has signaled to the goons that they're going to be protected by the state, by the feds, if they kill someone. That's the message that the government has given their people. That if you kill someone, don't worry, Donald Trump will protect you. Go ahead and kill people, Donald Trump will protect you. So all right, be safe, stay warm, be brave. Until next time, peace. Pogo Kiddo out. Stop.